Alrighty, YouTube, we are back. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks since I recorded something. Um, just things on top of things on top of things on top of things that have kind of happened. Um, so yeah, this is the fun part of life when you kind of have to get into the reality of getting off of social media and dealing with stuff. But yeah, we're back. Um, on the right road to recovery, but yeah, we'll crack on. I've got a haul today. Um, there's about 40 titles, so I'll try and keep this video as short as possible. Part of it is from eBay, it's from one seller. Other bits are just bits I picked up from Vinted and a small gift from a friend. And then the rest are CEX pickups. So there's a few Blu-rays, a few DVDs, and yeah, we'll crack on and see how we go. All right, so the first lot is a eBay pickup. It's all from one seller and it's kind of obscure. Well, to me, it's obscure horror and like westerns. A few westerns thrown in, yeah, sci-fi, a little bit of kind of everything thrown in. But this one particular seller always has like they just throw on like 100, 150 DVDs at like 90 pence and £1 and £1.50, and I'll always kind of put a max bid in terms of what I want to pay, and then I'll just leave the auction running until like it kind of ends. Whatever I win, I win. Whatever I don't, oh well. No win, no gain. My wallet's a very happy place to be. So yeah, I'll show you that. There's about 20 odd titles in that. So yeah, we'll crack on. So first and foremost, we have Kull the Conqueror. I was looking through these. I don't think I've seen many of them. So yeah, this will be fun to kind of add to the collection and check out. But yeah, Kull the Conqueror. It looks like a Conan style movie if you look at the back. Probably a low budget, but it's got Karina Lombard, who looks quite nice in there, and Tia Carrere from Relic Hunter, which is a good show. I actually need to pick that up as well. That's a really good show. Yeah, Kull the Conqueror. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these that I'm going to be showing you in this haul. But yeah, that's the first one. Silverhawk with Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, this looks wild. Lulu Wong lives a double life, part urban social butterfly, part vigilante superhero, armed with ancient fighting techniques and high-tech hardware. Cool. So it's like she's a beautiful masked millionaire battling to defeat a greedy entrepreneur. Sounds like Batman. But yeah, this is. Let me know if you've seen this. I don't know how good these are going to be. I don't know how bad they're going to be, but I'm willing to give them a go. Yeah, Silverhawk. Next one, Kingdom Come. It's definitely a supernatural horror, brooding and intriguing. A group of strangers awake, trapped inside an abandoned mental hospital, with no apparent way out, and no one sure how they got there. They begin searching for a way to escape. As they explore the cold, dark maze of corridors, they realize that they're not alone and they're being stalked by supernatural forces with sinister intentions. Interesting. So I don't know if I've said it before multiple times on the channel. I love paranormal stuff. I love the supernatural kind of stuff. So movies like this kind of, intrigue me. I'll always give them a go, no matter how bad they are. I'll quite happily watch them. And if I get something out of them, I get something out of them. But yeah, Kingdom Come. The Red Right Hand. The creepiest movie since Rosemary's Baby. When five friends return home from a high school reunion, it is clear that between them they share a dark secret. Their bond of secrecy is put under threat as the story of a friend who is buried alive begins to surface. They must attempt to survive the dark forces that lead them back to the shallow grave as one grisly event after another continues to plague them. So it's like Scream meets I Know What You Did Last Summer, that sort of thing. Yeah, intrigued. I love the cover. Again, those who know me know that I'm a sucker for a cover. If a cover looks interesting to me, then I'll pick it up and then I'll worry about the movie after. Yeah, The Red Right Hand. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I have seen this one many years ago, but it's been such a long while, so it's probably going to be almost like a brand new rewatch for me. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss. I'm going to give this a go actually pretty soon. I need to rewatch this. Yeah, Spielberg. Yeah, this is probably the one that most people would have seen in this haul. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Really nice cover as well. 2 discs, yeah, both in there. Happy days. Avarice? No Country for Old Men meet 2001: A Space Odyssey. That was 2 good movies to kind of peak itself on. Starring Brad Dourif, okay, Chucky, Kevin Sorbo, Tinsel Corey. Interesting. It's an interesting cast in this one. 50 years ago, a mysterious black box falls to Earth from space. A woman wakes up in the middle of the night and sneaks out of her bedroom so not to wake her sleeping husband. Stealing the black box from the bedside table, her lover waits outside as the two are about to take off into the night. They are discovered by the husband, who they promptly shoot and kill. The husband is the first of many victims to come as a result of the greed and corruption the black box will bring to anyone who claims it, after passing through many hands. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. That sounds intriguing. I'll give that a go as well. 84 minutes, 15 rating. Yeah. Michael Douglas, Black Rain. Not seen this one, but again, that's cool vibe. Ridley Scott created 2 of Hollywood's most impactful and stylish thrillers, Alien and Blade Runner, hits the mark again in Black Rain. Michael Douglas, Andy Garcia, Ken Takakura, music by Hans Zimmer. Interesting. Play New York cops whose job to escort a vicious assassin back to his native Japan leads the 2 Americans into Osaka's exotic underworld and straight into the center of raging, brutal Yakuza gangland battle. This sounds like a fun ride. Black Rain. Let me know if you've seen that one. With Friends Like These. This looks cheap. It's weirdly a PG, so I'm not entirely sure where I sit with this one. On a crowded bus, 3 people sit patiently for their stop. It's another novel every day, or are they just everyday people? Get ready for the ride of your life, where creatures grow out of moldy leftovers and blind dates turn into living nightmares. I have no idea where I sit with this one, but if you look at the back, it looks like more than kind of the images they've got look like something more than 15. So I'm intrigued. I have no doubt it's probably going to be terrible, but nearly threw it on the floor. We'll give it a go. Sanitarium. I've seen this one sitting on the shelves in CEX, and again, it's one I've kind of been querying to pick up. But Malcolm McDowell, Lou Diamond Phillips, John Glover, Robert Englund. In his twisted psychological thriller, Dr. Sensen, played by McDowell, the primary physician at a mental hospital, unravels the disturbing and terrifying stories of his unhinged patients, affiliated by hallucinations, imaginary voices, and alternate realities which range from the undiagnosable and the paranormally unexplainable. Interesting. That cover looks cool. You know me? Yeah, Sanitarium. Let me know if you've seen that one. Like I said, there may be some that people have seen. I've seen a lot of crappy obscure horror, but some of these were just like, yeah, they really reached out to me. So I was like, yeah, we'll give them a go. Next one, Don't Look Back. From the creator of Final Destination. Now, I love Final Destination. Just an epic franchise. Barring one movie, the 4th one I think it is. Yeah, it's an incredible franchise. A clever twist on the supernatural stalker genre. That sold it to me. When a young woman overcoming her traumatic past is among several witnesses who see a man fatally assaulted and don't intervene, they find themselves targeted by someone or something out for revenge. So again, reading that is almost like I know what you did last summer sort of thing. But let's give it a go. Karma is coming for us all. Don't Look Back. So first of the westerns is Silverado. Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn, Rosanna Arquette, John Cleese, Kevin Costner, Brian Dennehy, Danny Glover, Jeff Goldblum, Linda Hunt. I mean, the cast sold this one to me. Um, there might be people in the comments going like, "Idiot, should have like this is a big movie, you should know about it." But I don't know, like I've said before, Western is kind of something I'm learning my way into and trying to get into. So um, the cast itself is insane enough to kind of sell it to me. This is going to be a long movie then, right? 2 hours 7 minutes. Yeah. I tend to find out westerns probably go on about 1 minute, what 1 minute 40, 1 hour 40 to like 2, 2, 3 hours, which is good because you get a chance to kind of build a story into the movie and get an idea in terms of characters and villains and heroes and settings. And I love the western style settings in movies. So yeah, Silverado, we'll give this one a roll. Slow West. Cody Smith McPhee, Michael Fassbender. Of the story of 16-year-old Jay Cavendish as he journeys across the American frontier at the end of the 19th century in search of the woman he loves. Along the way, he's joined by Silas Fassbender, a mysterious traveler with his own agenda, and is hotly pursued by an outlaw named Payne, played by Ben Mendelsohn from Dark Knight Rises. No idea. But yeah, we'll give it a go. Bold, original, and beautiful. This one is 80 minutes. So yeah, let me know. Lee Marvin is Monty Walsh, a real Western. 1970. Okay, color 99 minutes. Yeah, let me know if you've seen this one. Monty Walsh. Monty Walsh is what the West was all about. Interesting. So these are a mix of Region 1 and Region 2. But I have a Region 1 player, so it's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy to pick those up in terms of DVDs. Because it kind of gives you a lot more option as well. So, yeah. Lawman is the next one. Burt Lancaster, Robert Ryan, Lee J. Cobb. Robert Duvall in there as well. Directed by Michael Winner. That name rings a bell. 1 hour 39 minutes, color 1970. Burt Lancaster is an uncompromising lawman who defies the odds when he single-handedly confronts a gang of killers in this extraordinarily perceptive and action-packed tale of life and justice on the American frontier. Cool. Lawman, let me know. The Vault. We're back to the horror, by the way. Housed inside a vault in the basement of an abandoned school lurks an evil that has been locked away for over 100 years. When a teacher and 5 students visit the school to archive any memorabilia before it's torn down, they mistakenly free the horrific spirit, turning the school into a deadly prison. Now they must face the evil and banish it to the vault once again before it kills them and escapes to destroy the world. Cool. No idea who's in it, so I'm not expecting anything great, but we'll give it a whirl. The Vault. Wolfhound. Returning to the parents' ancestral home, Colum Kennedy discovers an Irish village populated by animalistic shapeshifters when a ferocious Irish wolfhound transforms into a hauntingly beautiful woman. Ancient passions ignite within him. Now Colin must choose between his family and unleashing his own beast within. Alright, but according to this, there is a Playboy Playmate in this. Tells you everything you need to know about what you're expecting from this movie. But it may surprise you. We'll see. Wolfhound. Highlander. Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery. I've seen this one years ago as well. I remember enjoying it. So I think I did bid on Highlander 2 and I don't think I've won it. So yeah. But we'll give it a go. Highlander's a good fun movie. Yeah, yeah, it's been maybe 10, 12 years since I watched it, maybe longer. But we'll give it a roll. Highlander. Let me know what you think of this. 3 more to go. Galaxy Raiders. Casper Van Dien, Cynthia Roderick. Rocket ships, ray guns, and robots abound in this heart-stopping tale where stellar adventurer Saber Rayner is hired to guide 3 elite soldiers on a rescue mission to recover a prince and a princess abducted from their home world. The trail leads them to a mysterious planet inhabited by strange mutants, alien outcasts, renegade mercenaries, and Sinjin, an evil overlord with sinister plans to conquer the universe. Alright, this sounds like it's fun, fantasy. Yeah, let me know if you've seen this one. The cover again looks super cool. So we'll be intrigued to give this one a go. Let me know what you think of Galaxy Raiders if you've seen it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Collection, 4 movies. So the original 3 and the 2007 one, I think. Maybe 2007 one, yeah. Chris Evans, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Kevin Smith, Patrick Stewart, Ziyi Zhang, and Lawrence Fishburne. But the original 3, like, to be fair, the original 1 and 2, just absolutely, I love them. They are superbly fun movies. Secret of the Ooze and the original one, just great fun. The third one, where they go to Japan, I think it is okay, it's watchable. But the original 1 and 2, the annoying thing is this box has got all 4 discs stacked on top of each other. So I need to kind of seek out a DVD box that houses 4 DVDs, or even a double one that I can put 2 and 2 together, because having 4 in there is just driving me insane. So, but yeah, I was happy to pick that up. 4 Turtle movies for 1. Yeah. Let me know what you think of the Turtle movies. And one that might be surprising, I don't think I've seen. It's a Raw Deal with Schwarzenegger. Why does this not look familiar to me? Mark Kaminsky is kicked out of the FBI for his rough treatment of a suspect. He winds up as the sheriff of a small town in North Carolina. FBI Chief Harry Shannon, whose son has been killed by a mobster named Patrovina. He enlists Kaminsky in a personal vendetta with the promise of reinstatement to the FBI if Patrovina is taken down. To accomplish this, Kaminsky must go undercover and join Patrovina's gang. Then he gets to wipe out all of the gangsters in Chicago single-handedly. Even the reading that, it doesn't sound familiar to me. But we'll give it a go. Schwarzenegger, so someone who's into action. Angelo, let me know if you've seen this one. Let me know what you think, if you have seen it. It's probably up your street, I would say. Yeah, Raw Deal. So that was the DVD part of the haul. That was all from one seller on eBay. So there was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20 titles. And I think I only paid less than 40 quid for the lot. So I think I did all right. Like I said, I go in proper low in terms of my bids. And then if people want to pay up, cool, you're more than happy to pay up. I'm just going to pay minimum amount, and then we'll kind of go from there. But that was that one. Let me know if you've seen all of them, and we'll move on to the other bit. Next one is another DVD. So this was sent by my friend Kelly, and yeah, she picked it up for all of us in a group for our Trash Thursday. So we watched just the most trashiest cinema. But yeah, Soul Keeper. Look at that for a cover. That looks magnificent. Rodney Rowland, Kevin Patrick, Brad Dourif, Tommy Tiny Lister Jr. Yeah, this looks fun. This is going to be cheesy as hell, but it's going to be fun. Yeah, Soul Keeper. Let me know if you've seen this. I don't think anyone would have. Maybe one person has, but yeah, if you see the back there, but that front cover looks epic. Yeah, Soul Keeper. So thank you, Kelly, for that, for sending that. She also sent some sweets. I have eaten most of them, I can't lie, but I am kind of munching my way through some Nerds gummy sweets. That's delightful, actually. actually. I love nerds and I love gummy. Putting them together, winner. Enough about my diabetic issues. But anyway, we'll crack on with the rest of the haul. This was a few other pickups from... This was actually from eBay as well. There was no Vinted haul, no Vinted pickups in this, which is surprising for me. But this was from a different seller, and he has a good range of Blu-rays and stuff like that. So I started collecting the Full Moon range, which I realised is an enormous rabbit hole to get down. I'm going to go into another video and talk about things that I've kind of peeked out of the collection and things I'm trying to keep, just to try and minimize how much I'm collecting and prioritize things I want to collect. You know, people are entitled to collect whatever they want. Nobody should judge anyone for their collection. You can have 10,000 movies, Stuart George, looking at you, or you can have 100 movies. I don't know who has 100 movies, but yeah, you can. But it's what you collect, it's what you enjoy, you're willing to upgrade. So yeah, I'm just trying to... I'm the kind of person that is always anxious when he's not happy with something. Not happy with something, but not content with something. So I started to shift a few things out of the CEX. That's where the CEX hauls came from. And just trying to minimize kind of what I'm collecting. As you can see, the background has now changed again. It's got the DVDs on there. But I'm happy picking up DVDs and then happy just picking up Blu-rays for things I really want. So yeah, so you're going to see some patterns come in terms of what I'm collecting, and yeah, we'll kind of crack on from there. So the Full Moon collection, I've realised I kind of picked up one, then I picked up another one, and then I picked up a couple more, and I had about 4, and I was like, well, okay, let's go in, let's grab it. It's probably not a big collection. There's 365 movies in this collection, but they're all kind of, I say but as if I'm going to come up with a logical reason behind doing it. They're all kind of 70s, 80s, kind of up to early 90s horror movies. And a lot of stuff, when I was reading about it, is a lot of stuff I haven't heard of and a lot of stuff I haven't seen released. So it's going to be a fun little challenge to find as many as I can. I'm in no rush. Just keep collecting as I find them. If I find them cheap enough on like eBay or Vinted, then I'll pick them up. If I see them in people's collections in terms of when they're selling, then they're selling like bulk amounts, like this DVD seller or this Blu-ray seller, then I'll pick them up. Yeah, we'll crack on. So see the label on the back there, Full Moon Features. This one is Sorority Babes in the Sorority Babe in the Slime Bowl Orama. It says it on the back. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl of Rama. That is a mouthful. Slimy Babes is this one. I've seen this one recently, and I've actually got it in the in a box from Umbrella. So yeah, this is a fun little movie from 1988. Yeah, a lot of people have seen this one because who released the box set? 101 Films released the box set. I think the big box set with the... Yeah, but yeah, that's this one here. And then the second one was a movie called Hideous, aka Deformed Freaks. This is the kind of stuff they have in their collection. So this one is number 54. You can see it on the spine there. I don't know if it shows clearly. This one is 123. So yeah, this looks wicked on the back. Absolutely fun, even on the front. This was like a front ride. This was like a perfect Sunday afternoon movie, eh, Stuart? Yeah. Hideous, aka Deformed Freaks. And then 2 more from Indicator, which is possibly my favourite label at the moment to collect stuff. I love the haul I picked up a little while ago. And I'm just kind of adding to it bit by bit. So we've got 2 here. These was picked up from the same seller. And these were £10 each, and I was really chuffed to pick these up. First one is The Escapees in the hard box set. It comes with the disc is there, and then it comes with the booklet, the thick old booklet there. What can I show you? Okay, so director's general in. Nope, can't show you that. Nope, all that. or that. I'll show you him. Can't show you the boobies because that will get me in trouble. So, yeah. But that was the first one. So Escapees, that's number 4112 in the set. I love these hard box sets as well. As always with Indicator, they tell you absolutely nothing. Somewhere there is a place for them. But that front cover is front image is pretty cool as well. And then the second one is Girls Without Shame. So you had these, again, same with anything I bid on, you know, everything has a limit. Nope, can't show you the disc either. Oh, I can show you that much. Can't show you what's under my hand. You can probably guess. But yeah, this goes under the title of Hitchhiker Schoolgirls, I think. Yeesh, there isn't a lot I can show you on this either. But yeah. That's one picture I'm going to show you. Everything else, again, probably get me banned. But yeah, love this line, love this collection. Both of these movies are French, which is, you can guess then, because they are all supporters of Bush. But yeah, those are the two movies that I picked up. So that was the 4 I picked up from eBay, from that seller, which I thought was a really good deal. I think it was about 35 for the lot, and considering the Indicator ones were £10 each, and then I think it was £7.50 for the other one. I think that's a pretty good deal overall. Because again, Full Moon's not a company that we get titles over from here. So whenever stuff comes over from the US, you're always going to be kind of hit with taxes and all that kind of stuff. So picking them up on the cheap, I think is a good win. But like I said, that's what I said earlier. That I'm just going to patiently wait for them to kind of come to me as opposed to me go chasing them. I think is the best way to deal with it. But yeah, so that's that. And then finally we have a CEX haul. So this has been 3 separate trips to CEX. So like I said, I've traded some bits in. I just didn't want in the collection anymore. It just took up space. We're just trying to make it sleeker. So yeah. First one I picked up is in the archive collection, which I now have 5 titles in. Again, it's one of those where I've just kind of, whenever I see them, I'll grab them. But this one is The Naked Spur, starring James Stewart, Janet Leigh, Robert Ryan, Ralph Meeker. Yeah. Plain arithmetic, money splits better 2 ways instead of 3. Smooth talking outlaw reasons to his captors. 3 bounty hunters thrown together by chance. They're taking him to justice in Abilene, but Ben has other ideas. If you can set the men against each other, play on their greed, their fears, their vanities, he may be able to break their freedom. So a nice little western there, 91 minutes from, I don't know what year, 1953. Yeah. The archive collection has like the 5 titles I've got, they're all, excuse me, they're all kind of different. There's some Frankenstein movies, there's some OG style horror movies. So again, it's one of those, it's like Indicator in the collection sense that it gives you a vast range of genres to kind of pick up titles from, which is what I enjoy, which is what I love, which is why Indicator is probably one of my favorite companies to collect from, because the range is so vast. So you kind of get a lot of everything under one kind of flag, which yeah, I'm quite happy to do. So yeah, Naked Spur, let me know if you've seen that. Got 3 Arrow titles, 2000 Maniacs, from the great Herschel, what's his name? Herschel Gordon Lewis, I think. But yeah, so yeah, Herschel Gordon Lewis. I was right. 2000 Maniacs. Which is one I don't think I've seen. But it followed Blood Feast, which I absolutely love. I love Blood Feast. Such a great, depraved, derived, creepy ass movie. But yeah, proper exploitation. And that was his first movie, so you know, this is fun. This looks wild as well. Yeah, 2000 Maniacs. The Villainess, which is like a Asian version of like Nikita, right? I'd say South Korean, deliriously indulging in the excesses of South Korean action, we call in Pan Chang-wook's Old Boy. The Villainess is a visionary new take on the neo-noir genre and an incredible thrill ride not to be missed. Oh, I've not seen this one. I've been intrigued to check it out. Interesting. Yeah, The Villainess. Don't Torture a Duckling. I've got this on multiple DVD copies, but this is a tough movie to watch. Yeah, really unsettling, but a really good movie, a really powerful movie in terms of its imagery and it's I can't think of the word, but it's from Lucio Fulci, but it's a tough movie. It's a very controversial movie as well. If you know the scene, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a good movie, but tough. It won't be for everyone at all. I guarantee it. Yeah, Don't Torture a Duckling. 3 more added into the Indicator collection. Camp on Blood Island. The brutal truth behind the Japanese war crimes. Yeah, number 80 in the collection. So let me know if you've seen that one. This one needs no introduction. Irreversible. If you know, you know. Again, falling under tough movies to watch. Yeah, this one. This is not definitely one to watch with like friends or on a group night. This is a hide under the bed and watch it kind of movie. But it does have Monica Bellucci, so that's always good. Things that happen to her or not, but yeah, Irreversible. And Ghosts of Mars. It was their planet, we are the aliens. What I've heard of. The other one I'm thinking of is Vampires. But yeah, John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. So yeah, 3 more added into the Indicator collection. Like I said, it's just stuff I'm kind of picking up bit by bit as you go along. There's no rush to get stuff. I'm not going to bother with like pre-orders and new stuff. I'm quite happy to pick up bits as I go along. Again, not a knock on anybody. People can do what they want, pick up how they want. Okay. Everyone's circumstances are different, so yeah. And the rest are all DVDs. And the last one might surprise you because it's not what I normally pick up. But yeah. Frankenstein, the Complete Legacy Collection. 7 films from the legacy of the original Frankenstein, including Frankenstein 1931, Bride of Frankenstein 1935, Son of Frankenstein 1943, Ghost of Frankenstein 1942, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman 1943, House of Frankenstein 1944, House of Dracula 1945. Yeah. I've been trying to get hold of this ever since I went to the Frankenstein Museum in Bath. Last summer, I think it was. Sorry, it confused me at House of Dracula, but even though I just read that out. But yeah, I'm intrigued to get stuck into this because there's a lot of these I haven't seen yet. So yeah, I'll be excited to get stuck into these. And then following on from that, we also have a Complete Legacy collection of Wolfman. Includes the Wolfman, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Werewolf of London, She-Wolf of London. I'm already seeing a pattern here that there's some movies that are duplicated in each box, which is slightly annoying, and I can't open it, which is even worse. Why can I not open it? I'll figure that out. Oh. Okay, that's how you open it. Ugh. The Wolfman is a horrible cover. That looks well out of place, but yeah. It is 1941, yeah. Alright, well, we'll give them a go. Probably less movies to watch because they're all duplicated, but am I going to seek out the other boxes? Of course I am, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, Wolfman, the Legacy Collection. Next one, Stephen King's The Stand. 2-disc edition. Yeah. Loads of bits and bobs on there. I don't think I've seen this one either. I've read the book multiple times. I really enjoyed the book. So I'll be happy to check the movie out and see how it falls. I've heard things that it's not as good as the book, but let me know in the comments below. Correct me if I'm probably wrong. But yeah, The Stand. One I was surprised I didn't have. Once I sorted all the DVDs and stuff out behind me and tidied up the shelves and whatnot, I realised I didn't have this. Or the second one. So I need to go grab that as well. But Addams Family. I love this movie. It's a real kind of comfort movie for me. Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, Christopher Lloyd, Christina Ricci. Yeah. Great fun. Just a fun movie you can just pop on and kind of have it on in the background. But yeah, Addams Family. 1992, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love this movie. And I know I've seen from, I think Stuart and Roy were talking, Stuart George's Home Movies and Blue Roy Movies, where, especially Stuart was talking about the Dracula movies. And he was saying some of the older ones are a lot better, but this one's not bad. So I need to venture backwards into some of the older movies as well. Yeah. But I love this movie. I think it's a great movie. Gary Oldman as Dracula. Gary Oldman, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, it is Gary Oldman as Dracula. What am I going on about? But yeah, Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Just cover her there. One from the Tartan Asia Extreme collection. It is Bad Guy. Yeah, it's another one that I want to add to the Tartan Asian Extreme collection. One I am collecting. You see it on the second shelf there. Can't really see them clearly, but there's not too many, so there's a lot I need to pick up. So yeah, I'll just keep hunting for them. Tim, let me know how this one is. I know you would have probably seen it. Yeah, let me know how this goes. It looks quite dark, but yeah, we'll give this one a go. That guy. I was umming and ahhing over this one because it was sat there on the shelf and was just kind of looking at me, but it's Ishiro Honda's Godzilla from 1954. I am a big fan of the one that released on Netflix. I'm now going blank. Godzilla -1, I think it's called. And again, it's one of those where I've seen the big 1998 one, which had everyone and everything in it. So yeah, traveling back in time to this era, I'll be intrigued to see how that played out. So yeah, I'll be curious to see how it goes. Let me know if you've seen this one, Godzilla. Tremors, the first one. I've seen this one again very long ago. I remember enjoying it, and I remember who spoke about it. I think Ash, Popcorn and Horror, spoke about it quite recently in one of his videos. If you didn't, Ash, I'm really sorry. Just kind of put your name in there. But I think I remember seeing it on one of your videos. But I remember enjoying this, and I do love a creature feature. So Tremors, yeah, this will be a fun little rewatch. The last of the horrors, The Haunting of Margam Castle. Again, like I've said before, anything with haunting or paranormal or supernatural or anything, I'm in. The most haunted building in the UK. We will give this a go. Probably no one in it that you know. Oh, Caroline Munro's in it. Interesting. Okay. May have to push this up the queue. If the walls could talk, they would scream. Again, I have zero or low expectations of this, but we'll give it a whirl. The Haunting of Margam Castle. And last but not least, you say you celebrate, is The Wizard of Oz. And this is a big ass box there for £4. Move your hand that way. £4. There you go. Yeah, it comes with, so all the discs are in there. It's full of features. So disc 1 is the movie, disc 2 is special features, and there are so many, absolutely loads. So there's A Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the making of a classic movie, that's in 25 parts. Memories of Oz, the art of imagination, a trip to Oz because of the wonderful things it does. The Legacy of Oz, Harold Arlen's home movies, outtakes and deleted scenes. It's a Twister, From a Vault, Audio Vault, Stills Gallery, just loads. And then disc 3, wherever it went. L. Frank Baum, The Man Behind the Curtain documentary, earlier visualization of Oz on a screen. Wizard of Oz 1910, The Magic Cloak of Oz 1914, His Majesty the Scarecrow of Oz 1914, The Wizard of Oz 1925, silent version, Wizard of Oz 1933, the cartoon. Insane amount of stuff in there. Again, this is one I haven't seen since my childhood. That's just the discs. You've also then got, oh wow. Oh, okay, so there's a 1939 promotional portfolio, collector's treasury. So there's a ticket for the original viewing. Oh man, if I start taking all this out, I'll be here forever. I might do a separate video on this one because it's absolutely boatloads in there. And then there's another one like that as well. So yeah, really, like for £4, absolute bargain. Like I said, it's one I haven't seen for a very long time. Not stuff I normally pick up, but I'm again trying to pick up movies back from the older days. Just trying to expand my horizon. Wizard of Oz is about expanding. So yeah, that's everything. If you've stuck around, thank you so much. If you haven't, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll have more videos coming. I'm going to be doing a top 10 of the 80s probably later this week or going into the weekend, into the bank holiday weekend in the UK. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.